Hmm. Thy beams so reverend. Reverend means something that can be worshipped, something that is very much respected. So the sunbeams are respected, and there are cultures, there are civilizations, including our own culture. I mean, not the entire India, but the northern parts of India, like Uttar Pradesh or Bihar. Many people in West Bengal, Kolkata also worship the sun during the Chhat Puja. So the sun is revered. The sun is considered to be very honorable, very important. So the sunbeams are very reverent, they are worshipped, and they are very strong. Why shouldst thou think? So, since you are very strong and since you are very great and you are worshipped, you are revered, then why do you think I could eclipse and cloud them with a wink? Now, here the wink is a figure of speech, part for the whole. So, this is metonymy or synecdoche. This is a figure of speech called metonymy or synecdoche, where one part or a small part of something represents the entire thing, and the reverse of it is also true. Like the whole can signify, the whole can represent the part, and conversely, the part can also signify the whole. Okay, so wink, uh, in English we often say that grab a wink, or he hasn't winked for a very long time. So what wink here means is to sleep. A short sleep is a wink, but wink also means to um, close and open the um, eyelids very quickly. That's also a wink. But in this case, the wink means sleeping. Sleeping of sleeping is the wink here. Okay. So he's trying to say that what will happen, what wrong will happen if uh, I mean, how can I or how can my beloved belittle you, make you look smaller, make you appear to be less powerful if we sleep? আমরা যদি ঘুমোই, अगर हम सोते हैं, विंक करते हैं, तो उससे आपको क्या प्रॉब्लम है? आप तो आपके ग्रहण नहीं लग जाएगा? आई कुड नॉट एक्लिप्स एंड क्लाउड मीन्स टू कवर इतने आपके जो इतने पावरफुल रेज हैं, these beams, these rays which are so powerful and so strong, it is not possible for human beings to cover them or to put them out of the color. Then why do you think so? Why are you so insecure? But that I would not lose her sight so long. Now here is a metaphysical conceit. Here is a feature of metaphysical poetry where we can find a lot of exaggeration. The poet is trying to say that I will not even wink, I will not even close and shut my eyelids even for a second or a part of a second, because if I do so, then I will not be able to see my beloved for that period. So in order to see my beloved continuously, I will not even wink, I will not even sleep, because if I sleep, I will not be able to look at the face, the countenance of my beloved. तो यहाँ पे हम वो एक मीम यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं कि ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही नहीं हो गया, कुछ भी ठीक है. So these moments when the metaphysical poetry tells something, narrates something which is rather too much, this quality of the poetry, this quality of the narrative is definitely metaphysical, because this is not physically possible for a person not to sleep or not to wink. I mean, we can go without sleep for a day, maybe a whole night we might not sleep and do work next day, but there is, under no circumstances is it possible for a person to not to wink. But the poet is saying that I will not even wink, पलक भी नहीं झपकूंगा, क्योंकि उस पलक के झपकने में जितना टाइम जाएगा उस टाइम तक मैं अपने बिलवेड को नहीं देख पाऊंगा. Okay, so this is a very metaphysical line, this is a very far-fetched line, hyperbolic even. Hyperbole again is a figure of speech, just like metonymy or synecdoche that I told you about. If her eyes have not blinded thine. If her eyes have not blinded thine, that means the beloved's eyes are brighter than the sun. Again, another metaphysical conceit, metaphysical hyperbole. It is not possible for a human eye to be brighter than the sun, and it is not possible for a human to blind the sun. This is the mother of all hyperboles. कह रहा है कि अगर उसकी आंखें, उसकी चमकीली आंखों के चमक के वजह से सूरज अंधा ना हो गया हो, सूरज चकाचौंध ना हो गया हो, then look and tomorrow late tell me. तो देखो, अगर तुम्हारी आंखें सही हैं, ठीक है, सलामत हैं, तो देखो और मेरे को बताओ, कल बताना. Tomorrow, not today. Tell me tomorrow whether both the Indias of spice and mine be where thou leftest them, or lie here with me. So now it is, I was telling you that during the Elizabethan age or during the Jacobean age, there was a development of colonization. The Europe and the countries of Europe, including England, were embarking on journeys outside Europe, trying to find new places to sell their products, to do trade and business. It was during this time. And I told you that in 1601 or 2, during that time, I am not very sure about the exact date, but an emissary came to the court of Jahangir. I think it was Sir Thomas Noe, N-O-E. I might be mixing up the names, but an English emissary, an English ambassador, an English tradesperson came via the Arabic Ocean, Arabic Sea, through Indian Ocean, through Pacific Ocean, to meet Emperor Jahangir of the Mughal Empire, and he was given a permission to set up a factory at Surat. That was the first time. That was the second time the British had come, the English had come to India, but this time for trade and business. But India, I mean, there are Indias, not India. Why there are Indias? Akif, can you tell me why is the term Indias used here and not India? What is it? What is meant by Indias?
Don't understand, sir.
Anyone else? Why Indias, not India? Why is the country's name pronounced in plural? Is it a mistake? Rehan? Zisha, what do you think? This is a printing mistake, typing mistake, or does it mean something? India's. Spice. Rehan, are you there? Rehan? Zisha? What do you think, Rehan? Is this a printing mistake? India's. There's only one India. You are not audible, Rehan. You have removed your mute, but still you are not audible. What about you, Zisha? What do you think about this line? Both Indias, both the Indias.
Sir, India East and West is India's famous for respectively for spices, sweet.
Yes, which Indias? East and West.
East and West India's.
I mean, the West Indies that you mean, and
Huh.
India like our country, India.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, the two Indias that are being referred to here is the West Indies and the East Indies, the India that we know now as. And India, both Indias are famous for spices. Okay. And mine. Mine here means that the poet is saying that my India, my possession, that is the beloved. Okay. So tomorrow tell me whether the Indias, West Indies and East Indies, and mine, my beloved, be where thou leftest them, remain where they were found at the beginning of the uh, world, at the beginning of the sun, or lie here with me. So the poet is saying that I will not steal your world. Your world remains to you as my world remains to mine. Love creates another realm, love creates another world, and you have your Indias to look at, you have your Indias to shine onto, and I have mine, I have my world to look at uh, and to shed my love on, like the sun sheds its light on the various parts of the world. The poet also sheds his love on the beloved. And nothing has changed. In a day, nothing has changed. The places where India and both the Indias were, the places where the beloved was, everything is at its own place. There has been no uh, change, there has been no development. One thing has not left its place and gone somewhere else. Ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, and thou shalt hear all here in one bed lay. Now, again, another example of metaphysical conceit. So, if a question comes, comment on Sunrising as a metaphysical poem, these are the features that you are going to write about. These are the lines that you are going to quote. Okay, because here the poet says that ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday. All the kings that were there in the world, all the kings' worth, all their money, all their property, all their power, whatever the kings represent. The king, of course, here is a metaphor. The all the kings and their power that you saw yesterday, what you will hear is that all here in one bed lay. That is, who is equivalent to all the kings of all the worlds? Akif, who is equivalent to all the kings and their property, their money?
He is beloved.
Yes, the poet's beloved. The poet's beloved is lying in the bed, and the poet's beloved equals all the kings and their money and their power, whatever they have, all their uh, armies, all their legacy, everything is equaled by one woman, and that is the beloved, and she is lying in the bed. She states, she all states, and all princes I, nothing else is. She is all states and all princes, I, nothing else is. So the poet says that the beloved is equals to all the states, all the countries, all the nations in the world, all the princes. Whereas I, the poet, am nothing. This is a tradition among poets to be very humble, and they humbly point out that they are nothing and everything belongs to their beloved, or everything belongs to the king, whoever the poet is praising. Because at when uh, Donne was writing, it was a time of patronization by the kings. There were court poets, and if the king did not give the poets money, then the poets could not do anything else. I mean, they had to work like any common laborer or any common person. It was the money from the treasury of a king that used to pay for the everyday life of a poet. Anyway, so the poets often used to praise the king. But this is not that kind of poetry. Here, this is a love poetry, and he is trying to say, the poet is trying to say, that all the states and all the princes are his beloved, and he is nothing. Princes do but play us, compared to this, all honors mimic, all wealth alchemy. Princes do but play us. Play here means to uh, cheat, or to uh, betray. Princes are known to cheat and betray their own subjects, as our politicians do. Compared to this, now compared to the cheating and betrayal by the princes, all honors a mimic. Mimic means something false, something fake. Nokol kora, mimic. Honor, সম্মান. So all honors are mimic. So all honor is fake. When you compare, when they are compared with the beloved, with the poet's beloved, then all the honor of the world is fake, and all the wealth alchemy. Alchemy is a branch of a bogus science that said that there is a philosopher's stone, there is a particular magical stone, with a stone having magical qualities, and if it touches some base metal like iron, tin, aluminium, it turns into gold. Of course, that is so false, that is so wrong. There's nothing like that. So compared to the love of the beloved, the poet declares that the princess. Uh, somebody saying something. Mimic means fake. Mimic. The word mimic means to imitate, and hence the word means something that is fake. Okay. So, and alchemy is also a bogus science. What kind of a science is it? That is, it says that there is a particular stone, there is a particular formula with the help of which uh, base metals like iron, tin, copper, etc. can be turned into gold. But that is all false. Similarly, wealth is also false when it is compared to love. Thou, son, art half as happy as we. The son is half as happy as they are. Why? In that the world's contracted thus. In that the world is contracted thus. I mean, the sun can shine only one part of the world, one half of the world. In that comparison, both the lovers are here together, and hence they are doubly happy as the sun is. Sun can shine only one part of the world, only one hemisphere, and hence it is less happy, half as happy as they are, because that is how the world is created. Thine age asks ease. You have grown old, and you should take things a little easy. And since thy duties be to warm the world, that's done in warming us. So it's like telling, it's like a changra type of boy, a ruffian, I won't say a chapri, but a kind of a, less chapri of a less degree, telling some old person to take things easy. Old people who are serious about their life, their job, some young people telling them, old man, take it easy, something like that. Okay, so the poet is behaving like that. The poet is saying that you should take things easy, and since your duty is to warm the world, गर्म करना है दुनिया को, उसको गर्माहट देना है, that's done in warming us. So we are the world. I am one hemisphere, my beloved is another hemisphere, and you have shone on both of us, and the world is taken care of. The world has been warmed by your beams. Shine here to us, and thou art everywhere. If you shine over us, then you are shining everywhere. যদি আমাদের ওপরে তুমি তোমার রেজ গুলোকে, বিমস গুলোকে ফেলেছো, তাহলে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে তুমি এই বিমস বা এই রেজ গুলো অন্য সব জায়গায় পড়ে গেছে, কারণ আমরাই এই জগৎ, উই আর দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড। If you are here, then you are everywhere. Why? The reason is provided below. This bed thy center is, these walls thy sphere. He is trying to say, the poet is trying to say that the universe is centered on love, and these two people are lovebirds, these two people are making love, and hence the bed is the center of the universe, or at least the center of the solar system, and these walls thy sphere. So you should move within these walls only. The bed is the center, the love is the center of everything, because it is love from which everything emanates. It is the love from which everything begins and ends. Love is a universe, love is a multiverse, love is the solar system, and hence the center where the sun should move around is the bed, and the walls of the room are the sphere, are the orbit of the sun. The sun does not need to go anywhere else. So here a huge macrocosm, it is called, the word is macrocosm, macrocosm. Macro means big, large. Cosm means cosmic, the micro, the macrocosmic, the entire cosmos is shriveled, is shortened into the world, into the room, into the bed of the love, because love is more powerful than anything else in the universe, according to the metaphysical love poem of John Donne, or according to the poem Sun Rising. So this is the crux, this is the substance of the poem, that love is all powerful. There is nothing more, there is nothing which is more powerful than love, because love can contract, love can shorten even the sun to move around their bed, to move around into their room. That is the power of love. Okay, any questions, anything that is doubtful to you? Nothing? Okay, so if you do not have any doubts, you may leave the meeting for today. Next class, whenever it is, offline or online, I will start discussing some questions on sun rising. Have I given you any suggestions on sun rising other than mentioning critical appreciation?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So I will provide you a suggestion in the group, in the WhatsApp group, and then we will discuss the suggestions, questions on history of English literature as well as the poem. Okay. So good night.
Right, sir.